Hello everyone, and welcome to the April weekly bi-weekly reading. So I'm going to pull some cards here so you can see, and we're going to get it started. All right, I'm back to this wooden table. I'm going to make some adjustment. All right, so it's April, and I know it's a couple days off from the reading, but we can see if it all lines up, these cards. I'm going to be pulling one card for each day. And it is a daily reading in this bi-weekly reading. So from April 1st to April 15th, which all lines up with Thursdays, apparently, right? So let's set our intention. And you can pull a card for yourself. If this card aligns with your day, definitely let me know. And what meaning from that card, as each card has different meanings, different interpretation. All right, could mean many different words, usually meaning the same energy or the same life experience, okay? So let's pull a card. So let's set that intention. Let's set it for the 1st. Let's pull a card for the 1st of April, which is April Fool's Day, and that has a lot of history behind it. Most people are unaware of, and maybe I'll make a video on that. So let's set an intention for April 1st. We're in the beginning of spring. Lots of holidays in April. April 1st. April 1st starts out with the Death card, which is change, okay? So this day has the energy of something ending, a day of ending, a day of new beginning. So something coming to an end. It's a transformation, maybe having a message of that during the day. Okay, and a day of realization of endings, of beginnings, of something that has spent its time, and it's time to move on and end. And on the 1st, it's always a start in our calendar, right, for a new day. And April starts off on a Thursday, and the energy of a Thursday in many different traditions can vary. Thursday associated with the planet Jupiter. So this is a prosperous day, and not all days perfect, we know, so I'm not making it all perfect, but whatever happens for this day for you, or it will symbolize a strong change and a way of looking at things in a more optimistic way, okay? So whatever this Death card meaning is for you, is the change and transformation. April 2nd. April 2nd is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a message of confidence, a message of being strong. It can also mean rushing into things, but if it doesn't mean rushing into things, and slow down and rethinking, which is a very powerful message on the 2nd. Okay, so rethink ideas, possibly things changing, not really happening the way that you planned. So be open for that change. And it's sending the same energy from the 1st of rethinking and minding your words. Your words might be filled with anger or frustration because things didn't work out the way that you planned it. However, find the blessing and the starting over point, or a new way of looking at things, and know that you can still win, okay, even though there might be some changes. Okay, the third. The 3rd has the 10 of Swords, and the message for the day could be, and let me know what it means for you, could be realizing that something has come to an end, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So there could be a good message. The good message in this is that Maybe there is a closure to something, right? You receive the message, the word of a closure of something. You could have received it the day before, but it's a realization that a negative experience has ended and then a positive one can start, okay? The 4th, all right, because we have all these holidays. We have Easter Sunday. We have all these kind of days that are set energetically, right? And holidays that go way back from that. So I'll do a video on all of that another time. But the 4th, let's get the 4th. It's also the 3rd quarter moon in my location, half moon, right? So the 4th has the Lover's card. There's some kind of agreement. There is some kind of time to spend appreciating someone or a love of someone, a love of commitment, reaffirming your commitment. It is Sunday. It is a day of rest for some. It's a day to relax. It's a day to recognize that it's not as fast-paced moving as the rest of the week in some cases, okay? And it is a day of you realizing love in your life. So it's a great day to appreciate yourself if you're single, right? The love for a partner. It's a great day to balance out your emotions whenever we pull this card, okay? It's a day of realizing some kind of blossoming light within yourself, your partner, and just kind of bringing yourself back to balance, right? 2 is balance. This card is all about the person that you admire, that you love, relationship, a commitment, but it can also internally mean finding that within yourself on the 4th. All right. So let's pull for the 5th. The message for the 5th is a Chariot. So it could be a great day for travel, a great day for communicating with someone that is a Cancerian. When you're pulling this card for the 5th, that is a Monday. It's a day of thinking where are you going, your direction for that day. So you can journal this down, and you can pull a card for the 5th and see if you also got the Chariot, right? So clear your mind, pull a card and see, okay, what do I get for the 5th? And how does, if you get a different card, it might complement this card, okay? Any card that has to do with motion, of moving forward, okay? You can see it in the depiction, I believe like the eight of staves or 8 of wands. But if you get anything that has to do with movement, that could be another you tapping into the meaning for this day, the message for this day. It doesn't have to complete the day. We're pulling the cards to get a thought, an idea, a reminder, okay? We create our own days, but pulling the card will help to give thought to the day, okay? And this Chariot is all about moving forward, movement. What is your goal? Think about your goal, about where you want to go. Think about what's behind you, what you're leaving behind. Where are you moving forward to? And what is best for you? That's what I'm pulling for the 5th, okay? And it could be a good message of moving forward, like something can happen on the 5th that propels you forward as well. So pulling a card for the 6th. The energy for the 6th is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune is reminding us of our journey, okay? Of what is happening now, what can happen in the future, okay? And how we align ourselves with what we want. That's the message I'm getting into. So intuitively feeling that. Also meaning of a change or a cycle that is happening, right? So if you feel like things are not moving as quickly as you would like it to, or it's not in your favor, this card is saying, okay, it's time for me to change up what is going on in my life energetically, okay? And working with the moon phase for that day to clear your way, clear the changes that needs to happen, using the day of Tuesday also along with the moon cycle. If you feel like energetically you need a shift, you need a change, something else that needs to happen, your bad luck becoming good luck, okay? Your fortune becoming better. Maybe an unexpected thing will happen that will be beneficial. And it could also be making up your mind, okay, to move forward. So you can use even the number of the day, but more realistically, more powerful, the moon phase, and then the day of the week, okay? So let's see what the 7th day has. Okay, so now the 7th day, we have the Justice card. So the 7th day, if you did work previously, right, legally, the 7th day you might receive a message, all right, that will tell you, you know, what is the update, what is going on. So you're going to be receiving that message. It could be a final message or a message of something proceeding, all right? That's the 7th day. So anything to do with law, justice, or anything, even in your own personal communication where you're trying to work something out. It doesn't have to be something like the High Court, all right? The 8th. Like I said, pull your card for the day and see if it's the same or if the message lines up or even different, but still can complement these cards, okay? Because we're all pulling energetically, and there's enough of us to connect to any reading that someone is doing that is pulling on the energy of that day, okay? So that was 7. So I'm doing them in 7s in the row. That way it helps keep track while I am channeling, right? Okay, so 8. The 8th of April. The 8th of April has the High Priestess. The High Priestess, I'm going to put her right here. The High Priestess is a reminder of the work we've done, but also the work that we also need to do. The High Priestess is filled with knowledge. So maybe it's a reminder of your knowledge, right? Your knowledge of yourself, but also deeper, it's you balancing yourself out and the different levels of learning that you need to do in your life and what level you are and where you need to continue going. Connecting also with the Wheel of Fortune as well, okay? The cycles of life, the changes, all the experiences that we have, and truly understanding ourselves, understanding how we are in this world, having a history of ourselves and finding the knowledge that we need, doing the research that we need. The answers are already written, and realizing the High Priestess even within yourself or in your community, and just receiving more knowledge. So it's a great day on the 8th to receive some knowledge. Again, it's another Thursday, okay, another Jupiter day, so you can connect to that energy and the moon, okay? So we're going to go to the 9th, the energy for the 9th, okay? Oh, this is big. Okay, I knew it. The Hangman, okay? So we have the Hangman. The Hangman is a great reminder of our perspective, okay, on things, how we see things, and understanding symbolism as well. It can also mean that there is some form of, I'm trying to find the right word instead of, because sometimes on YouTube you can't say certain words. It's so weird, I never know. But you have to give up something to get something. A lot of times people think reaching enlightenment or reaching somewhere of a high level will come easily, right? There's always some kind of uncertainty in things that we do. If we feel like we don't have any direction, we really have to dig deeper and to get a new view of something or ourself, a new perspective, if you will. It also talks about a waiting period. So maybe you have to wait a little bit more on something, and be wise while you're waiting. Don't allow yourself to get frustrated or angry at things that are not working out the way you think. Okay, even if you feel like you don't know where to go, it's a moment to pause and even meditate. All right, let's see what the 10th day has to offer. Saturday, another powerful day. Okay, so one of the oldest worship days, the energy of Saturday. Okay, what does the 10th have? The 10th of April has the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is coming in to remind you of what you have achieved and to feel good about yourself, to feel confident about yourself, okay? So this is a great reminder of where you have been, okay? And where you have been has a lot to do with success. So if you're feeling down, this card is reminding you of all that you've succeeded in before, and that good things are on its way for you. If there is a wish that you have, that's great, but you've already put the work in it, and you've already presented yourself in a way so that you can get the goal that you want. It's not just wishing or hoping, but you've already put the emotions into it, the work into it, and you're feeling content, relaxed, and very confident, very proud. So it's definitely a day of realizing achievement, success, okay? So something you've done in the past is coming to light in a good, positive way. Also, it could be a reminder to sprucing up maybe even your resume or whatever it is that's your platform. So Saturday is a great day to put that energy towards it, because the next day is the new moon, right? So, and depends on where you are. The new moon could be the day before my location, the day off, or, you know, continuing the day after. So that's why the day before a high moon and the day after a high moon is really a good good energy days, right? So the 11th, new moon. Can't remember what the new moon is. Oh, 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands reminds us of our motion, of things coming towards us, of even whenever this card comes up, I always think about what I need to get done and my time. It can remind you of the progress you've made. Maybe you need to move a lot faster in what you're doing. It checks in on the speed of how things are happening. It is asking you to look at how you move. Why are you moving? Where are you going? How is your action going to play out? And it can also talk about things changing up suddenly. So be mindful of this the Knight of Swords energy, you know, so be careful how you move. There's a lot of movement in this month, even with the Chariot. So how are we moving? So this is a reminder of us planning things out and having different plans and different outcomes for ourselves, okay? All right, so that's the new moon, and the new moon has that fiery energy. I forgot what new moon it is, but I'll put it in the video. I don't remember what sign it is, but this represents fire, the wands. Okay, the 12th. Let's check out what the energy is for the 12th. Okay, and I'm going to be writing these down and posting them too. So we have the 3 of Swords. This 3 of Swords, yikes. So on the 10th, on the 12th, it's representing heartbreak. So in a heartbreak, we have to see what the lesson is in everything, even good and bad. We have to see what's the lesson. What can I learn here? What can I learn here? How powerful were my words? How were my words not powerful? How was I using my words? And a lot of times we can sit down and see how we communicate to ourselves, how we communicate to others, and how we can kind of block certain energy and certain people and situations from our life. So it's all about that learning. And I was watching something and researching about relationships and friendships. And I've always felt this way, and I just got a confirmation. And it's like, allow people to audition to be in your life. It's not a conceited thing, but it's about people who trust, people that have a good heart and trust easily. So it's a reminder of that. It could be also a reminder of realizing someone's true intentions, and it could be just a mistake or a bad situation that just fell in heartache. Okay, so whatever that heartache situation is, the Three of Swords, yes, it's the sad card, but it also reminds us about how words can heal and words can hurt, but we can always reverse it and learn from it and actually move forward, right? So that is the 13th. Yes, that's the 12th. This is the 12th. Okay, so let's go to the 13th. That's the 12th. Okay, so let's go to the 13th. Well, we're just 2 days down. So let's find the 13th. What's the energy of the 13th? 13th. Energy for the 13th is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords energy seems whimsical in the image. It seems like they're very hopeful and just very open and free, right? So the meaning that I pull from this, as it has many meanings, I feel like it's reminding us of how we communicate and how we communicate in our mind, right? The words that we're saying. So the words that we're saying and how we communicate is going to be very powerful on this day. So the 14th is reminding us of the power of our words, our mind, how we're communicating in our mind. This is what I'm drawing from it, okay, is that the words that we're saying in our mind is going to be very powerful. So be mindful of what we're thinking and actually following the Three of Swords, definitely. So the Page of Swords represents our chatter, our wit, how we use our words. Our words can inspire us. It reminds us of how we communicate. It's reminding us of being aware, you know, kind of like an alarm, you know, be very aware of how we communicate and how our body language, our movement, not just our words, but in our mind, and how our body language is when we communicate. And it could actually make us win the day or present more challenges or blocks. So use it in a positive way. It's a positive card, and it's reminding us to be mindful of how we're using our words. And I feel like we're getting a lot of swords in here too. So a lot of air energy is definitely in the reading. Okay. Even this wands, even though it's fire, it still can bring about that element of air too. So let's see what the 15th has. The 15th energy. I'm reading a lot slower today. I know I'm moving slow, but it's all good. We can always put it on speed on here. If you guys haven't learned that, you can click it to speed it up. Once I found that, that's one thing I love about YouTube, is that we can make the speed of the audio go faster. I love, 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 love that feature on YouTube. Okay, so let's do the 15th. Let's get the energy for the 15th. And we have the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords is one of those cards that when I see it, I'm like, what's really going on? So this is what we have to ask ourselves, is what's going on? I always want to ask what's really going on. So when you get this Seven of Swords that pops up, there is a hidden agenda, a hidden message in whatever it is that you're dealing with. So you want to make sure that you fully know what's going on. Is it a lie? Is it a trick? Is someone trying to protect something? So it's always trying to find out what the motive is, what's really behind it. Okay, so it's definitely something cunning. It's definitely an experience of something that's tricky, okay? It's also asking you to be resourceful, or someone else is being resourceful. So it's always about finding out what's really going on, what's the hidden message behind the words that are being said, and the action that you see. Some things that you see might not be how it presents itself to be. That's the 14th, okay, up to the 14th. Is that the 14th or 15th? I think so. That was for 14th, okay? So let's do one more. I think it's the 14th, yeah. Let's do one more, the 15th. Okay, so the 15th card. What's the energy for the 15th, the Thursday? All right, the 15th message is the King of Cups. I love it. The King of Cups is coming through, reminding us to be calm through it all. Between the 1st through the 15th, we started out with a big change. With the Death card, a change, a transformation, whatever that means for your life. It's a change. It's a new cycle. The sun is rising again. It will rise again. And the King of Cups is reminding us of the power of mastering our emotions, our calm during any kind of emotional storm, how we proceed with our inner emotions. We can offer that peace within ourselves, and we can offer that outward. But this is a masculine energy, so it is going to occur in a different way, but it will still be done with compassion, with strength, and with being careful with what you're saying before you say it, thinking it out in a different way than you might think to maybe give an answer or do an action. But it's all coming through in mastering your emotions on the 15th. You might be offering advice, but however you're doing it, you're going to do it with a cool head, a cool mind, and offer that advice to someone in a calm way, and being very balanced in your mind, being very diplomatic, being very attentive to what is being said, hearing what is being said, and giving the best answer, whether it's for your own self, your own protection, or for helping someone else. Okay, so that is 1 through the 15th. Okay, I like how it starts on a Thursday, ends on a Thursday for this lineup. Okay, and I didn't do for the first week and the second week. Okay, so let's pull a word card of my own making, creation. I always close my eyes when I'm doing this. And then just whichever one pops up, okay? I believe in myself and everything is possible. That's the message for the first week. I believe in myself and everything is possible. April always has, every month has a new start for everyone. So we're all going through different things. A lot of shifting happening this year. It was 1 year through everything that we've been experiencing from 2020. So hopefully the spring is bringing about brighter energy for everyone. Let's pull a second card for the other week, the second week. When I'm closing my eyes, I'm just shuffling and pulling. Okay, you know it's time to say no and begin a new journey. Okay, you know it's time to say no and begin a new journey. I like that. Okay, I feel like it starts off with the Death card as well, that transformation or whatever it is needing to end. So always trust your instinct. You know it's time to say no and begin a new journey. A new month, there's always some kind of new journey. I want to thank you guys for watching. I got this made by someone I know, so very beautiful candle. I want to just feature that in the video, and thank you. And I will see you guys. I didn't light it in this video because I'm moving stuff around right now, so yes, I'll try to get the other video out because it will need to go out sooner than I initially would want it to go out, but it's all good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Click like, and I'll be posting these photos daily if I can. Okay, but that's why I'm doing these bi-weekly readings, so we kind of have it ahead of time. All right, thank you guys for watching, and